John Beltran back at Berthoud. Estimated start time for this game, 7:30. I'm not sure what's going on right now. The team's completed warm-ups. We're 1 minute shy of that, and the Berthoud bench is standing like we're going to have a national anthem. We just had one before the girls' game, and there's nothing wrong with the multiple national anthems, but it's rare. Once they get the varsity crowd here for the first game, that's usually it for national anthems, unless Berthoud is throwing a decoy in our direction. But once again, the Mustangs are going in to the game with a 7-7 overall record, 2-3 in the Longs Peak, and Berthoud 0-4 and 2-12. Yeah, now they're situated like there will not be a national anthem. I don't know if they just fooled themselves. The leading scorer on this team is a sophomore in Reese Stratmeyer, the big man, at 12.2 points a game. And I wonder if we have a scoreboard issue. There was a scoreboard issue during the girls' game, or right before that game started, I should say, and now we have a scoreboard issue now. They're trying to repair that. And we're not exactly next door for a road game, so this could be a more extensive night than we bargained for. The Fort Morgan girls lost tonight 70-33. As Berthoud had 12 players in the scoring column. And the reason for the delay in the first game was because of a JV boys game that went to overtime that Fort Morgan won by a deuce. And until they clear up this issue in Berthoud with the clock. Like I said, it happened before and they fixed it. I don't know if that's the same clock operator. That's the deal. And if it's not, who knows? Well, they've got the clock back up.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's game.
And they've got the mic on. Let's send it downstairs for the starting lineups.
Now for the starting lineups for the Fort Morgan Mustangs. Number 1, Wes Carnes. Number 2, Fernando Marquez. Number 5, Frank Ortega. Number 11, Coffee. And number 14, Braden Berthoud. And now the starting lineup for your Berthoud Spartans. Number 1, Jesse Young. Number 3, Jonas May. Number 21, Lawson Daw. Number 32, Reese Stratmeyer. And number 35, Darren Davidson.
All right, there you go with the starting lineups. Young, May, Dahl, Stratmeyer, and Davidson. For Berthoud, for the Mustangs, it's Farley, Marquez, Fajardo, Carnes, and Ortega. And the Mustangs are dressed in their road blacks. The opening tip tonight is brought to you by Buildings by Design. The very best in the business, that is Buildings by Design. This will be Farley against Stratmeyer in game number 2 of the doubleheader. And the opening tip is controlled by Fort Morgan. Here's Fajardo with a left-handed dribble. Swings it right side to Ortega behind the three-point line. Now near the timeline to Fernando Marquez. Left side to Fajardo. Fajardo guarded closely over there by Davidson. Now to Marquez. Marquez in the high left. Left of the lane. Now to Fajardo. Penetrates. Left baseline all the way. Leans. Puts it up. Partially blocked, but a foul. There were a couple of Spartans there. And let's see if Lawson Dahl is going to be credited with the foul. And it will be. Oh, maybe. Might have been Stratmeyer instead. Yeah. It is Reese Stratmeyer, their big man. And to the line is Braden Fajardo, and the free throw is up and in for the senior for the Mustangs. Fajardo now with his second free throw. He bends, he shoots, and connects. Mustangs with the early 2-0 lead. No backcourt pressure being applied, and here comes Darren Davidson. He'll be the point guard for Berthoud. Davidson picked up by Marquez, swings it left side to Stratmeyer, penetrates into the lane all the way, lean, shoots, and he misses, but a foul. Across the body there, a strong drive to the bucket, and Frank Ortega, not the tallest kid, but he's got major strength down low, and he committed the foul. And to the line will be the big man, Reese Stratmeyer, and the free throws up and in. Averaging 12.2 points a game is Stratmeyer. Ortega with a game's second foul, the first by each team. Second free throw by Stratmeyer's up, and that's around and no good. And Fajardo grabs the rebound for the Mustangs. To Wesley Carnes, the junior sets up the offense out there with four seniors for Fort Morgan. On the high right is Fajardo. Entry pass to Marquez underneath the basket. Puts it up and he missed it. And the ball is tipped around into the hands of Lawson Dahl. And a whistle and a foul in the backcourt. I think Ortega might have committed his second. That's going to land him on the bench in favor of Miles Lopez. Man, just like that, Frank Ortega is usually not that careless with the fouls. But 2 fouls in 47 seconds. And here comes Berthoud the other way with a 2-1 Fort Morgan lead, 47 seconds into the game. Here's Davidson setting it up for Stratmeyer on the high left. Back out straight away for Dahl. Dahl just beyond the timeline, picked up by Farley, right side to Young. Young penetrates right in the lane against Carnes, hooks it up, and he scores off the glass for Jesse Young. And Berthoud now leads 3-2 with 6:49 to go in the first. Wesley Carnes the other way for the Mustangs, between his legs, left side to Marquez against Young. Dribbles left of the lane, jump pass inside, through the hands of Farley, taken by Carnes. Straightaway three is off the back of the rim. The ball is tipped out to Lopez. His three is up, and that's off to the left. And Jesse Young grabs the rebound for Berthoud with a 3-2 advantage. Jump pass, Stratmeyer is taken away by Fajardo. First turnover of the game. Fajardo between his legs, backs up, right wing three, book it. Braden Fajardo scores for the Mustangs. He's got all 5 points. It's Fort Morgan 5, Berthoud 3 with 6:16 to go in the first. Into the front court is Stratmeyer. Now to Davidson just beyond the timeline against Marquez. Swings it right side for Young. Picked up by Wesley Carnes. Jump pass down low for May. In the lane, hooks and misses. In and out. And the ball is rebounded by Fajardo off the bounce. Fajardo with a left-handed dribble into the front court. Left of the lane. All the way. Lean shoots. Fouled as he misses. And it looked like Jonas May got him across the wrist. And Fajardo's been red hot to start the game with 5 points. Will go to the stripe. And May commits his first. Yep, it's Fajardo 5 and Berthoud 3. And Braden to the line for Fort Morgan. He just nailed a 3 moments ago. And the first free throw for the senior is in the air, and that one is in. Fort Morgan is coming off a 17-point loss on Saturday at home to Thompson Valley, 77-60. They were down early in that game, 17-3, took a 1-point lead. Thompson Valley got hot. Second free throw is short, and Lawson Dahl grabs his second rebound. Here's Young, front court against Carnes, right baseline, bodied up by Carnes. Back out to Davidson. Cross-court pass taken by Stratmeyer. Stratmeyer left of the lane, spins. He's going to have to pass it over to May. Left baseline, reverse layups up and in with the right hand for Jonas May. Great feet over there. And the Mustang lead is down to 1 at 6-5 with 5.5 to go in the first quarter. Marquez the other way to Carnes. Swings it left side to Lopez. Lopez looking down low. At the top now for Farley. Chest pass right side to Carnes. Penetrates right baseline. Jump pass inside. Lopez banks and scores. He was left wide open. And Lopez off the glass, and Fort Morgan has reclaimed a 3-point lead. It is 8-5. Here the other way is Jesse Young, right of the lane. Young against Carnes, trapped over there. The ball is loose, and it's picked up by Carnes. Here comes Fort Morgan. It's a 3-on-3. Carnes on the outside right, between his legs, right baseline, and tries to hook it up, and nope, he wasn't fouled. The ball was knocked out of bounds. A strong move to the basket, but it was all ball there. And now Carnes to throw it in. Bounce pass inside. Fajardo cuts to the basket and scores off the glass. Braden Fajardo now with a timeout. Berthoud with 4:52 to go in the opening quarter. Fort Morgan off to an excellent start, trying to go to 8-7 on the season. And I'm not too far from where I was at Friday night. I'm in Berthoud right now. I was in Denver on Friday night visiting a couple of friends from my high school's class of 1984. I graduated 1 year earlier in 83. My buddies Angel Navarro and my good buddy Eddie Cora. And a big shout out to Eddie, who's somebody I had not seen in nearly 30 years. It was 94, the last recollection. We spent about 2-3 hours together on Friday night in downtown Denver. That was a blast. So, that's a great time. Got to do more stuff like that. But Eddie lives in Miami. My buddy Angel just moved to Denver last May, and I've been here since 1998. In Berthoud tonight, and that was in Denver on Friday. Yeah, it's good to get out, man. I tell you what, it would have been difficult this morning because there was a lot of snow this morning, but that pretty much disappeared by about 10 a.m., and that's why travel conditions were excellent coming over to Berthoud, really anywhere in the state. Berthoud with a basketball, 4:45 to go in the opening quarter. The Mustangs with a 10-5 lead. On the outside right, May against Miles Lopez, looking down low, swings it at the top here for Jonas Young. Young all the way, leans, has the shot blocked out of there by Wesley Carnes and ripped away by Lopez. The Mustangs looking to extend the lead. Right side to Carnes, right corner for Marquez. Jump pass down low for Fajardo. Left corner, here's Lopez, and he traveled. That's the first turnover for the Mustangs with 4:23 to go here in the opening quarter. And Fort Morgan still holding a 10-5 lead. The other way here is Reese Stratmeyer, their leading scorer. He's got a free throw, and that's it so far. Over to Davidson straight away against Marquez. The Mustangs in a man-to-man on the right side. Here is Young, jump pass inside, and there's a whistle away from the ball, and it looked like a push against Fort Morgan. Lawson Dahl went to the floor, and that was a really tough push there by Farley. I think Farley got thrown off defensively. And that's Fort Morgan's third team foul. The Spartans to throw it in with Davidson underneath the basket. Looking, Marquez is right on top of him. And is that a 5-second violation? It is. He did not get it in. And the Spartans turn it over for the third time. Fort Morgan looking to extend a 10-5 lead. We've been there for the last minute. And here is Wesley Carnes, who did not shoot the ball very well on Saturday, but he's got an excellent outside shot. Fajardo, left wing three is short, and the ball is rebounded over there by Davidson. Long baseball pass to Dahl. He banks, and it's too short, and Marquez grabs the rebound for Fort Morgan. Here come the Mustangs. Marquez into the front court, right of the lane, now on the right baseline, spinning, turning. He can't do anything with it. Double team. Inside pass, Fajardo cuts to the basket and scores off the glass. How about Braden Fajardo, who's got 10 points here in the opening quarter, 10 of Fort Morgan's 12. He's outscored Berthoud by himself. Fort Morgan 12, Berthoud 5, 3:28 to go. May in the right corner. Back out to Young. Young on the right wing against Wesley Carnes. Looking cross court's going to hand it off over to May. May behind the three-point line with a left-handed dribble against Lopez. Hands it off to Stratmeyer. Stratmeyer in the lane, lost the ball, got it back. Now on the high right is Lawson Dahl. Over to May. He takes a straightaway three, and that's well short. He forced that up there. Fajardo grabs his third rebound. Fajardo by himself, 3 minutes to go in the first. Here's a long three, Marquez. Yes! Fernando Marquez from the parking lot. Man, that was a long three, and it's 15-5 Fort Morgan. And the Mustangs can't be stopped right now with 2:47 to go in the first. Levi McCoy about to check in. May at the free throw line, swings it right side. Here is Darren Davidson. Cross-court pass to Dahl. Dahl gets a pick in the lane. Back away. Straightaway three by May is good. Jonas May hits the three. That stops the Fort Morgan run, but it's 15-8 Mustangs with 2:27 to go in the first. Fernando Marquez calling out the play. Gets a pick from Farley at the free throw line. Backs up. 15-footer is off the back of the rim, and the ball is knocked out of bounds. That looks like it went off of Davidson. No, they're going to say Farley tipped it out. That means Fort Morgan will be back on defense. And here comes McCoy. He replaces Farley, and substitutions as well for Berthoud as Liam Brown and Alex Moonen check into the game. Also in is Axel Peterson. Here comes Stratmeyer, now to Davidson. Davidson all the way, banks and scores. 15-10. Here's Marquez for Fort Morgan at the free throw line. Now to Fajardo, left of the lane in the left corner. Lopez, three. Is back rim? No. McCoy tips the ball. Lopez able to retrieve it. Mustangs reset, then the ball is stolen. And the other way, losing the ball out of bounds, but being stripped away was Darren Davidson. I thought it went off his leg, but Marquez apparently had the ball go off his right hand. So this will be Berthoud basketball, 15-10, 10 Fort Morgan with 1:52 to go in the opening quarter. In the left corner, three, Stratmeyer is an air ball. McCoy has grabbed the basketball for the Mustangs. Out of the pack, here's Marquez. Right side to Carnes. Penetrates right baseline between his legs, has to back it up. He's cut off by Davidson. Now to Marquez. Dribbles by Stratmeyer all the way. Jump pass. Lopez, three in the corner, is short. Man, he pulled the string big time. And the ball is volleyballed into the hands of Alex Moonen. Moonen for Berthoud. They scored the last 5 points of the game. Into the lane, Stratmeyer was tripped, but it's picked up over there by Berthoud. Now is Axel Peterson in the right corner off the loose chain, straight away. Davidson, three, is short. And with a rebound is Levi McCoy. That's his second. On the outlet to Carnes, we've got 1:12 to go in the first quarter. And the visiting team, the Fort Morgan Mustangs, lead 15-10. Marquez in the left wing to Fajardo. Fajardo looking down low, swings it at the top for McCoy. Right side to Marquez, penetrates right baseline. He's cut off over there. Entry pass to Carnes, and he scores on a little 6-foot fadeaway. Carnes found a seam and was able to find the bottom of the basket. 17-10 Fort Morgan. 46 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. Stratmeyer to Davidson, fakes the three against Marquez, dribbles into the lane. His runner's up, too strong, got nothing but glass. Miles Lopez wrestles the basketball away. That's his fourth rebound, crosses the timeline. 32 seconds to go in the first. Picks up the dribble. Cross-court pass to Fajardo. Right corner, Marquez. Triple is off the back of the rim. Man, it looked like it was going to go down. He was wide open. Reese Stratmeyer with a board for Berthoud. 19 seconds remaining in the first. On the high left is Alex Moonen. Straight away for Peterson. Dribbles into the paint, and it looked like he traveled. No whistle down low. Stratmeyer banks, misses, gets the ball back, puts it up, and scores. Stratmeyer unguarded to the basket. He's got 5 points in the quarter. 4 seconds to go. Three. Marquez, long three. Hits nothing but window. And that is the end of the first quarter. We have played 8 minutes of basketball here in Berthoud. And the Fort Morgan Mustangs led by 10 at 1 point. And the lead is down to 5. It is Fort Morgan 17 and the Berthoud Spartans 12 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. The Mustangs have the basketball first. Fajardo, left wing three, is off the back of the rim, and a long rebound to Alex Moonen. 17-12. Fort Morgan, the long pass, and the shot is blocked out of there beautifully by Fajardo. Taken by Liam Brown. Here's Wesley Carnes out of the pack. Leaning, turning, can't shoot. Back out to Fajardo. Fakes the three between his legs. Baseball pass inside to Marquez. Now to Carnes. Penetrates left baseline. His runner is up and off the back of the rim. And the rebound is controlled by Fort Morgan. The three is up by Fajardo and good. Off the pass from Forrest Jordan, who grabbed the rebound. And Fajardo now has 13 points in the opening half. It is 20-12. And the other way, Stratmeyer puts it up and in. Drove down the middle of the lane, uncontested. 7 points for him. 6:58 to go before the break. Fort Morgan 20, Berthoud 14. I'm John Beltran here from Berthoud High School. On the outside right, Jordan with the basketball, guarded closely over there by Liam Brown. On the right side to Marquez. Right wing three is around and no good. And a nice box out over there by Darren Davidson, grabbing his second rebound. Baseball pass wide open. Brown three. Yes. Oh, man, wide open. Check that. That's Alex Moonen, who nails the three, but it's down to a 3-point lead for Fort Morgan. They led by 10 early. Marquez the other way. And are they going to call an offensive foul on Marquez, pushing off on the drive? And they are. Along the left baseline for Fernando. That'll be Fort Morgan's third turnover. Offensive fouls also are turnovers in basketball. The Mustangs have committed 3, Berthoud with 4. 20-17 Fort Morgan with 6:18 to go in the second quarter. On the right side, Peterson can tie it with a three, won't take it. In the right corner for Stratmeyer, penetrates, and he pushed off. That's an offensive foul. Fajardo took the contact. That was a similar move to Fernando's move a few seconds earlier. Stratmeyer commits his second foul, and Berthoud with their 5th turnover of the game. And Fort Morgan will come the other way with Wesley Carnes, one of 2 underclassmen on the floor. Out there with Marquez, Jordan, Farley, and Fajardo. Jordan in the corner, back out to Marquez. On the outside left, Fajardo. Right on top of him is Alex Moonen. Straight away to Jordan. Jump pass, right side. Carnes nearly fell into the Berthoud bench. Maintains his balance. He leans, he shoots, and a foul as he misses. He drove to the basket. He lands on his back. And there was plenty of contact there as Wesley Carnes will shoot two. And it looked like Liam Brown committed the foul for Berthoud. Carnes scored a bucket in the opening quarter. This right now for Berthoud is a 12-3 run, and the free throw is in. For Wesley Carnes, the Mustangs back up now by 4 at 21-17. Second free throw is coming up, and that one is in. Mustangs back up by 5. Here's Rodrigo Alvarez into the game for the first time. He replaces Fernando Marquez, who nailed a 3 in the opening quarter. It's Fort Morgan 22, Berthoud 17. And they got to look at the clock here. There's the clock. Is anybody watching the clock? It's stuck at 56 seconds. There you go. All right, man. You got to pay attention, score table. On the outside right with the basketball, and it's thrown out of bounds, intended for Alex Moonen. Yeah, it's amazing how nobody says anything, even though the clock has got to move for the game to ensue. Berthoud now commits their 6th turnover. Not even the officials saw it, but their job is to look at what's going on the floor. Jordan on the high right. Swings it at the top now for Farley. Right at the free throw line. Spinning back out. Right wing 3, Rodrigo. Hits nothing but glass. That was a brick. And the ball is taken away by Darren Davidson. Baseball pass into the front court to Stratmeyer. Looked like he dragged his back foot. He did. Yeah, he said he kept it on the floor and didn't drag it, but the official's not buying it. Turnover number 7. And Alvarez to throw it in. Ortega's in for Jordan, as Ortega had 2 fouls in the first 47 seconds of the game. And he's back into the contest with a 22-17 Fort Morgan lead with 5:07 to go before halftime. On the high right is Fajardo, about 25 feet away from the basket. Straight away to Farley, holding the ball up high against Peterson. Left corner, Carnes. And did we have a push-off? He got free. They're going to say he traveled. And Carnes is wondering, what? I guess he took a slide step or something. I mean, it wasn't even a James Harden 3 type of travel. Anyway, Fort Morgan commits their 4th turnover. Entry pass Davidson back out to Liam Brown. Then the ball is stolen away by Farley. Farley's got a teammate ahead. Feeds it to Fajardo inside Ortega. Defender in the air. Banks, and he missed it. And the ball is rebounded over there by Alex Moonen. Wide open as Stratmeyer. The Mustangs catch up. Stratmeyer in the lane. Jump pass inside. Peterson banks and scores off the alley-oop to Axel Peterson. Oh, Fort Morgan had a chance to go up by 7. Instead, it's a 4-point swing. Fort Morgan 22, Berthoud 19. 4:18 to go, second quarter. Farley at the top of the basketball against Peterson. Swings it left side of the chest pass to Alvarez. Now straight away to Carnes. Carnes, long 3. Back rimmed it, no. And the high rebound to Alex Moonen. Moonen out of the pack, double team, strip from behind, picks it back up. Moonen swings it left side to Brown, steps in, little 13-footer is around and no good. And Farley rips down the rebound for Fort Morgan and secures that basketball on the outlet to Alvarez. Bounce pass inside to Carnes. He's trapped underneath. Bounce pass back out to Alvarez. Here's Fajardo. Baseball pass inside. Farley banks and scores. Wow. Man, lots of action there. Tough to keep up at times considering it was helter-skelter. Timeout. Berthoud Spartans, whew, man, they were running up and down the floor right there. The Mustangs have reclaimed a 5-point lead. Their biggest advantage was 10. It is 24-19 with 3:39 to go before halftime. And the turnover situation is as follows. Fort Morgan has committed 5 and Berthoud has 7 in the game. And you would think with all this up and down action, there'd be lots of free throws, lots of contact, but so far just 2 free throws in the game for Berthoud. And the Mustangs have attempted 6, 4 of those by Fajardo. Fort Morgan 5 out of 6 for the line at 83%. If Fort Morgan wins, they're over 500. They lose, they go to 7-8. Berthoud just trying to scratch out victories. They're at the bottom of the Longs Peak League on their home floor right now. They're down by only 5. And let's reset the lineups here for both teams. The Mustangs in their road blacks and Berthoud in their home white. Jonas May, Jaden Hedelius into the game for the first time. Axel Peterson, along with Darren Davidson and Reese Stratmeyer. For Fort Morgan, Rodrigo Alvarez, Fernando Marquez, Frank Ortega, Miles Lopez, and Colin Farley. Here's Stratmeyer crossing over on Marquez at the top. Stratmeyer left side to Hidelius. Hidelius with his first appearance straight away to Davidson. Looking down low, swings it left side. Hidelius left wing wide open three, and that is short. And the ball is tipped around. Stratmeyer saves it into Peterson. He banks and he misses. And then Rodrigo Alvarez tries to save it in and does beautifully. Alvarez to Lopez. Here comes Fort Morgan into the front court. In the left corner, here is Fernando Marquez. Jump pass inside. Farley banks, scores, and a foul on the Berthoud Spartans. Beautiful pass from Marquez to Farley, one senior to the other. And the Mustangs now lead by 7, and to the line is Colin Farley. Yeah, they still haven't signaled who the foul is against. And it's the third on Stratmeyer. That is huge. That is big. Free throw by Farley is good. Colin Farley has given Fort Morgan an 8-point lead. It's a 5-0 run for the Mustangs with 3:04 to go before halftime. And checking in is Josue Rodriguez. That's right, Josue. On the left wing, Hidelius. Now to Peterson at the free throw line. Dribbles into the lane, cut off by Farley. Back out to May. May right of the lane all the way, hooks it up in a foul. And plenty of contact there. And he nearly had an and one. And that was Farley committing his second foul. And Jonas May, who scored 5 points in the opening quarter, will be shooting a deuce here for Berthoud. Bank of Colorado is the only bank dedicated to help you make the most of living here, not just a bank in Colorado. They're Bank of Colorado, proud supporter of local sports and academics. And the first free throw is off to the left. Fajardo's in for Farley. Carnes back in for Rodrigo Alvarez. So it's Ortega, Fajardo, Marquez, Carnes, and Lopez for Fort Morgan. 27-19, and it's still 27-19. Back rimmed it. Marquez grabs the rebound off the long miss here. Here's Marquez the other way, right corner. Lopez three. Good! Miles Lopez has given Fort Morgan their biggest lead. He nails it from the corner. The Mustangs on an 8-0 run. 30-19, 2.5 to go before halftime. Peterson on the right side dribbles, puts it up and in on the runner. Little 8-foot runner for Axel Peterson. He drove by Fajardo. It stops the 8-0 run. It's 30-21 with 2:17 to go before halftime. Ortega on the high left, back out to Marquez straight away. He's picked up by Rodriguez. Dribbles against Rodriguez. Cut off now to Fajardo between his legs. Fajardo into the paint. He's bumped and fouled, and that will be the 15th foul. It was on the floor, even though he tried to put it up. So that'll be an inbounds pass with 2:07 remaining. And Rodriguez commits his first. Out of the game is Davidson. As they make a substitution, that is Declan Murphy into the game for the first time. Marquez throws up an air ball in the corner. That was an ugly miss for Marquez. Jonas May away with a basketball for the Spartans. Crosses over, looked like he traveled, no whistle. Now to Peterson, left of the free throw line. Back out to Hidelius. Jaden Hidelius, cross-court pass is taken by Murphy. His three is up, and it's nothing but window. That was an ugly miss. Miles Lopez grabs his 5th rebound on the outlet to Marquez. He's bumped. No call. Back out to Fajardo. Straight away, triple up, and off to the left. Fajardo tries to chase it down in the corner. Saves it into Ortega, who throws it off Murphy out of bounds. Is it going to stay with Fort Morgan? Are they going to say it went out of bounds before Fajardo tried to save it, and it did? So Berthoud still has it with 1:33 to go, or they will have it now, trailing Fort Morgan by 9. Oh, man, Fajardo had a wide-open three-pointer. They could have gone up by a dozen. Now Berthoud can make this a 6 or 7 point game. Here's Rodriguez all the way, and he's bumped by Marquez. That'll be the 16th foul. That was on the pass. Marquez now has 2 fouls for Fort Morgan. And to throw it in will be Axel Peterson to the left of the basket. Fort Morgan 30, Berthoud 21, 83 seconds to go before halftime. Looking is Peterson, lobbing at the top here for Hidelius against Ortega. Swings it back out to Murphy on the left side to May. May guarded by Lopez, straight away to Rodriguez, backs up between his legs, lost control, and swings it right side to Hidelius. Hidelius, chest pass to May against Lopez, looking up at the clock. 1:06 to go, second quarter. They're taking their time. Hands it off to Rodriguez against Marquez, right in the paint, forces up a shot and scores. How did he make that shot on the right baseline? And that's a tremendous play there by the Berthoud Spartan, 30-23. No look past Marquez. That one's tipped away, and it's intercepted. Here comes Berthoud the other way with Rodriguez, who traveled in the backcourt. Fort Morgan caught a break. Nice defense by Fajardo with 45 seconds to go before halftime. And Alvarez is back into the contest. Yeah, Marquez was taken out. He's flustered over there. His head coach, T.J. Schneider, talking to him. He doesn't look himself tonight with the way he's played. Outside of the three-pointer, he nailed. Fajardo gets it into Carnes. Carnes near midcourt. 40 seconds to go before halftime. Ortega holds the ball on his right hip. Bounce pass straight away to Fajardo. Holding the ball up high. Left side now to Rodrigo Alvarez. To Lopez in the corner. Straight away to Carnes. 28 seconds to go. Penetrates behind the back pass. Tipped away. Fajardo chases it down near midcourt. Now to Ortega. Ortega to Fajardo on the high left. 19 seconds to go. Is Fort Morgan going to work for the final shot? No look pass inside. Alvarez scores. That's a beautiful pass by Carnes. He had the defense off balance, dribbled by a defender, and Alvarez banked it in for his first points. 32-23. 6 seconds to go. It's Rodriguez into the right corner to Murphy with 2, with 1, puts up a corner 3. No good. Hits nothing but glass. And that is the end of the opening half. The Fort Morgan Mustangs, led by as many as 10. Berthoud was able to rally, but Fort Morgan grabs a 9-point lead as we go to the break. It is Fort Morgan 32, Berthoud 23 on your home of the 3A state football champions, Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. John Beltran back with you at Berthoud High School, 32-23. Fort Morgan leads Berthoud as we head to the third quarter. The Mustangs have led all the way, 17-12 after 1, and outscored Berthoud 15-11 in the second quarter. It'll be Darren Davidson, along with Jesse Young, Jonas May, Lawson Dahl, and Reese Stratmeyer with 3 fouls for Berthoud. Colin Farley, Braden Fajardo, Frank Ortega, Braden Fajardo again, Wesley Carnes, and Fernando Marquez. John, you can't count a guy twice. Here's Marquez with a basketball. Back out to Carnes. Carnes with a left-handed dribble. Hands it off to Marquez. Dribbling right of the lane behind his back. Swings it cross-court to Fajardo. Leans. Inside pass to Farley. He's fouled from behind by Stratmeyer. Well, I've got that as his 4th foul. That's a risk putting him into the lineup that quickly, and he's going to be taken out of the game. And Axel Peterson is in. That's a huge loss there for Berthoud, the leading scorer this season. Carnes into Farley, back out to Marquez. Marquez dribbles to his left, feeds Carnes, dribbles left baseline all the way, leans, jump pass off Farley's hands. He chases it down, and then he throws it to the official who's not on the team, out of bounds. I mean, he thought that was a player or a teammate. But that's not Farley's fault. There should have been somebody there for Fort Morgan. There was nobody there, and if he didn't get rid of it, he would have traveled anyway. Peterson into the front court, swings it right side for Dahl, looking down low, jump pass, turning, shooting, missing is Young, gets the rebound, has the shot blocked out of there by Farley, who comes away with a basketball. That's great defense there by Farley. The other way is Fajardo, right wing triple, back rimmed it, no, and the rebound to Axel Peterson. Sloppy shooting here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Peterson the other way, ball tipped out of bounds by Farley from behind. Berthoud retains possession, still a 9-point lead for Fort Morgan. Again, 1 minute has expired here in the third quarter. Davidson to throw it in. In the left corner, Peterson backs up, penetrates. He can't shoot there, cut off back wing. The three-pointer's up and short. That's missed over there as Ortega grabs the rebound. Darren Davidson with a miss. Out of the pack, here's Wesley Carnes, left of the paint. Back out Ortega. He'll take the left wing 3. It's back rimmed. Rebound to Fajardo of Fort Morgan. The Mustangs reset. Fajardo, right wing. Marquez, wide open triple. Yes! Fernando Marquez drills the triple, his second of the game. Fort Morgan leads by 12. It is 35-23, 6.5 to go in the third. Jesse Young, straight away. Here is May, thinks about the 3 against Ortega, takes the 3, misses back rim, and the ball is saved in by Farley, but it's taken over there by Davidson. Down low to May, hooks and scores off the glass, and a blocking foul on Fajardo. This will be the and 1 for Jonas May, who's got 7 points. Well, that's too bad. Fort Morgan could have had the rebound and gone up by maybe 14 or 15 instead. The lead is down to 10. And Jonas May is at the stripe. Premier Farm Credit with several locations, and it's missed, and the rebound is pulled away by Dawn. He hooks it in. No blocking out on the missed free throw. The lead is down to 8, 35-27. That was a 4-point possession. Marquez behind his back on the right wing. Lobs it down low for Farley. Double team dribbles. Back out. Here is Braden Fajardo. Fajardo backs up, can't take that three. Cut off by May. Now feeds it to Marquez. Cross court to Carnes. Left wing chest pass is taken by Ortega. On the bounce pass, straight away, here is Farley. Left of the lane, in the lane, forces up a shot off the back of the rim, no. And the ball is pulled down by Lawson Dahl. Berthoud coming on a run here. Davidson across the timeline between his legs on the outside right. Straight away to Peterson. Peterson against Braden Fajardo. Chest pass right side for Young. Young holds the ball on his left hip. Young still looking, got to get rid of it. Does on the right side in front of the Berthoud bench to Davidson against Marquez. Left-handed dribble in the lane. Bounce pass went underneath the left hand of Peterson, out of bounds along the baseline. Turnover number 9 for Berthoud. With 5:20 remaining third quarter, Fort Morgan 35, Berthoud 27. It was a 9-point lead at the break. And here comes Fernando Marquez for Fort Morgan. Marquez across the timeline, back out to Carnes to the left side to Ortega. Ortega bounce pass straight away for Farley. Farley against Dahl on the right side. Jump pass inside to Fajardo. Lost the ball. It's loose on the floor. Still loose. And it's picked up by Lawson Dahl. And then trying to save it is Young. He saves it to Fajardo. Right baseline. Lean shoots. Partially blocked. And taken away by May. What a mess down there. Here is Darren Davidson. Bounce pass into the front court. Here is Axel Peterson. Back to Davidson behind the three-point line. Cross-court pass to Young. Takes a left-wing three. Is around and no good. And Braden Fajardo grabs his 5th rebound for Fort Morgan. Fajardo by himself, looking to give Fort Morgan a 10-point lead. Fajardo pulls up. 13-footer is short. And Farley went over the back. Yep, that's an easy call against Colin Farley. He commits his 3rd. Boy, that's a good look there by Fajardo, but it came up short. And now the other way will come the Spartans. Let's see exactly what Berthoud can do offensively in the lane, forcing it up, and Young misses, but he banks and scores. He just squeezed his way into the lane. Fort Morgan didn't cut him off at all. It's now a 35-29 game. It's a 6-0 run for Berthoud. 4:08 remaining in the third. Forrest Jordan back into the game. Check that. That's Carrillo instead. They almost look alike. Ortega on the high right with the left-handed dribble. Picks up the dribble. Near the timeline to Fajardo, holding the ball up high. Fajardo between his legs. Dribbles by Peterson. Fajardo right of the lane. Leans. Shoots and around and good. Fajardo, little 6-footer in the lane. Got every part of the rim, but it went down. Braden with 15. 13 of those in the opening half. 37-29 in favor of the Fort Morgan Mustangs. Young on the right baseline against Carnes. He leans, he shoots, and misses back rim from 7. Fajardo tips the rebound over there to Frank Ortega. Ortega into the front court on the right side. Ortega at the top. Fajardo wide open. 3 is up, and that's off the back of the rim. And the ball went over the top of the backboard. Berthoud basketball. Braden had a wide open. That's 2 wide open looks he's had, and he's missed them. But he's played so well offensively in this game, especially in the first half. You can't make them all. Young just across midcourt. Young right side over to Dahl. Penetrates all the way. His runners up and around it. No good. Rebound to Carrillo. His first as a Mustang on the varsity level. Marquez straight away 3. Yes. Fernando dribbled right towards the defender. Backed up and nailed the triple. Marquez has 3 triples in the game. 9 points. The lead is 11 for Fort Morgan. And the Mustangs on a little run here. Left of the lane, Peterson back out straight away. Lawson Dahl triple is around and no good. And the rebound and the putback is up and in, and a foul. And it's made by Jonas May. Fajardo got him with a body. You got to box out Jonas May. He's got 9 points. They're going to say it's Ortega instead. But Braden was right there, and Lopez is out, or in, I should say, Ortega's out. They should have counted the bucket. Yeah, they haven't. I haven't seen them count the bucket. The free throw's up and in and out, and the ball is tipped around, and it's taken by Fajardo. I'm not sure they counted the bucket. It says 40-29. Another three, and that's short. Missed by Marquez. The long rebound. I'll check the score here to Lawson Dahl. Says 40-29. Davidson between his legs. Stripped by Marquez at the free throw line. Long pass to Fajardo, and he'll lay it up and in. Off the turnover. Braden Fajardo now with 17. 42-29. It should be 42-31. They've got the score wrong. There should be 2 more points for Berthoud. The pass to May inside. He hooks it up around and no good, and the ball is tipped into the hands of Carrillo. They've got to check that score. There's 2 minutes to go in the third. Should be an 11-point lead, not 13. Carnes straight away, backs up for a three, and it barely got to the rim. And the rebound to Darren Davidson is fourth. Yeah, they didn't put the bucket up there for Jonas May. I've got 31 points for this team, not 29. Yeah, I hate when they get the score wrong. It's ridiculous. Spinning, turning, hooking, and scoring is May. Now it should be 42-33. With a minute 36 to go, it says 42-31. They better check that book. I mean, if I'm Berthoud, I check that book. He only took the 1 free throw. It's a full timeout. We'll keep it right here. I've got 42-33 is what I have. Yeah, Berthoud should have 5 buckets in the quarter, and it says 31 on the board. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, because May did score on that hook. They never credited that basket to Jonas May, so hopefully this is not a 2 or 3 point game at the end as far as Berthoud is concerned, because it should be a 9-point game, and instead it's sitting at 11. Well, Mustangs are benefiting from that, without a doubt. When it comes to experience, Buildings by Design is the very best in the business. Quality, commitment, and experience makes Buildings by Design the only choice when it comes to your next project. Buildings by Design. Yeah, I'm looking at the numbers right now. Fort Morgan has 10 points in the quarter. They had 32 at halftime. They got 42. Berthoud, 10 points in the quarter. They had 23 at halftime. They've only got 31. And Carnes is fouled along the left baseline, or he traveled instead. Oh, man. It looked like he was bumped with a minute 28 to go in the third. The Mustangs lead on the scoreboard by 11, and they can still switch it, but they better do that quickly. Excuse me. Davidson bounce pass in the backcourt to Peterson with a minute 23 to go. Here's Davidson at midcourt, bounce pass front court. That's taken by Alex Moonen just into the game. Jump pass back out to Davidson between his legs against Marquez. Jump pass left corner. The three is up and it's missed over there by May. And the one bounce rebound is controlled by Fajardo. That's his 7th. Fajardo at the top. Fajardo right side to Marquez. Marquez dribbles, free throw line, backs up, can't shoot. Right wing to Lopez. Lopez hands it off to Carnes. Carnes with 58 seconds to go. Jump pass to Lopez. Left corner Marquez. Fakes the three, dribbles, leans in, back out to Fajardo on the left wing. Fajardo, baseball pass, cross court to Carnes. Dribbles all the way, leans, shoots, misses, but a foul. Man, he was hammered as he drove to the basket. That's a strong drive to the hoop by Wesley Carnes. He will shoot 2. That's a great move by the Mustang Jr. And the foul was on Alex Moonen, his first. And Carnes to the line. He can give Fort Morgan a 13-point lead unless they make an adjustment to the score, and the free throw is in. 43-31. Yeah, when they add up the numbers, they're going to see they were wrong. But why nobody on the Berthoud bench is contesting that, and I know I've got the score right. Second free throw is in the air, and it's short. And the rebound is pulled down by Lawson Dahl. That's his 6th. 40 seconds to go in the third. Fort Morgan by a dozen. Peterson behind the three-point line. Down low for May. May hooks in the lane and scores over Miles Lopez. He's unstoppable. 8 in the quarter and 13 in the game. It's 43-33. We've got 23 seconds to go in the third. Marquez looks up at the clock now with 19. On the left wing to Carrillo with 16. In the right corner, here's Lopez. Drops the ball, picks it back up, penetrates right baseline. Jump pass is intercepted inside. It is intercepted, taken away by Declan Murphy. The Mustangs with their 10 turnover. Murphy with 4, with 3. Jump pass to Peterson. Dribbles, lost control of the basketball. Carnes puts it up from 60, and it's gone! It's gone! Wesley Carnes, did he beat the... Yes, he beat the buzzer off the glass. Wesley Carnes puts it up from about 55 to 60 feet away and scores. And the Mustangs hit a three-pointer at the end of the quarter off the loose ball. Wow. Boy, that changes things going into the fourth. With the score, Fort Morgan 46, Berthoud 33 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Jonas May misses a shot to begin the fourth quarter for Berthoud. Rodrigo Alvarez pulls down the rebound. 46-33 Mustangs. Wesley Carnes from behind the three-point line in the backcourt nailed a three-pointer about, I'm guessing 60 feet off the glass. Now he pulls up a 20-footer. Oh, he missed that back rim. That was in the front court. That's why. And the rebound is taken away by Axel Peterson. The Mustangs lead by 13. Even though I had Berthoud with 35 points, I think they missed one at the scores table. On the right side, May holding the ball up high. May looking down low. Maintains the dribble. At the top now, here's Lawson Dahl. Dahl on the right side. Now the three-pointer's up, and that's around and good by Alex Moonen. Hit the rim, hit the glass, it went in. 46-36. And I hope this game is not decided by 2 points or less. Fort Morgan can win this going away. This will not be in question. Farley at the top on the left side. Fajardo 3. Good! Brayden Fajardo on the left wing nails a triple. Fajardo's got 7 points in the half and 20 in the game. Fort Morgan by a baker's dozen. 49-36. 6:23 to go in the game. Here is Peterson, right wing 3, and that's in. Berthoud is not going away. It's Carnes, Ortega, Farley, Fajardo, and Alvarez for Fort Morgan. Carnes the other way. His left wing, Rainbow, is going to be off the bottom of the rim. Fajardo goes for the rebound and cannot control it in the corner. Out of bounds, it goes over to Berthoud. With 6:04 to go in the game, and the Spartans trail by 10. And the only one Fort Morgan cannot stop is Jonas May. He had 8 points in that third quarter and 13 in the game, and he's out there with Peterson, with Dawson Law. Now Stratmeyer with 4 fouls back in. He got stripped in the back court, and then an over and back. It's an over and back because he actually barely crossed midcourt, and it went off his foot in the front court. Then he touched it in the back court. Rather ambiguous call there, but I think it's the right one because even though it was touched by the defender, the offender touched it twice, once in the front court, then in the back court. Turnover for Berthoud. Here's Marquez to Alvarez. Chest pass to the left wing for Ortega. Bounce pass straight up. Here's Farley. On the left wing, Marquez penetrates, left baseline, leans, has a shot blocked out of there, picked up by Ortega, banks and misses, and then Marquez has it in the lane, defender in the air, banks and scores. Fernando Marquez, man, he looked like he was mauled in the lane, but he was not to be denied. He's got 11 points in the game. Fort Morgan by 12. 51-39 here in Berthoud. 5:24 to go. Dahl on the high right. Cross-court pass to Davidson. Long triple is going to be short. And there's a foul. And I think if Stratmeyer went over the back, he's fouled out. Let's see, or was it May instead? It was May. Yep, May with his third. And here comes Carnes into the game for Alvarez. So 51-39, Fort Morgan. They've got control of the basketball with 5:13 to go in the game. Here's Fajardo near the top of the right side to Carnes. Chest pass to Marquez. Right wing triple. Good. And Fernando knew it as soon as it left his hand. Fernando's got 4 threes in the game, and he scored 14 points. Fort Morgan's second leading scorer. The Mustangs with their biggest advantage of the night, a 15-point cushion in the right corner. May against Ortega, dribbles to his left. May spinning on Ortega, right baseline all the way, hooks it up, and that's an air ball. Great defense by Frank Ortega. Fajardo with his 8th board. Fajardo across the timeline between his legs, at the top, straight away, triple, in and out. Stratmeyer grabs the rebound. That's going to be his third. Stratmeyer has the ball stripped away by Fajardo. Great defense by Fort Morgan. Here's Fajardo, 3-on-2. Marquez inside towards Farley, poked out of bounds by Davidson. Fort Morgan with the ball. They'll take it in with 4:27 to go. And let's see, to throw it in will be Wesley Carnes. To the right of the hoop on the offensive end. Carnes looking, still looking. Left side to Farley, straight away now to Ortega. Back out near midcourt. Fernando Marquez with a right-handed dribble at the free throw line, into the paint, scoops it up and around, no good. Rebound Farley, dribbles, turns, shoots, and he missed it. Got nothing but glass. Stratmeyer has control of the basketball for Berthoud. On the handoff there to Davidson, back to Stratmeyer. 4:06 to go in the game. Berthoud trails by 15. Stratmeyer on the high right, straight away for Dahl. Lawson Dahl, free throw line. Peterson, 15-footer, got nothing but glass. That was a brick. Fajardo with his 8th rebound for Fort Morgan. Fajardo into the front court. Baseball pass down low. Marquez reverse layup up, and he missed it. He blew an easy one. Davidson pulls down his 5th rebound. On the outlet to Stratmeyer. Dribbles by Ortega. Into the paint. Cut off by Ortega. Now to May. May with a hop step. Floats it up. No good. And Fajardo went for the ball. Couldn't get it. Stratmeyer has it. Banks. He misses. Stratmeyer again. Banks. He misses again. And Farley with his 4th rebound of the game. Stratmeyer had 2 opportunities, could not score. Baseball pass, Marquez. Now Ortega 3 is around and no good. And Farley went over the back. All right, I wasn't meaning to play that ID. There we go. Anyway, for Farley, that's going to be his 4th foul. 3:21 to go in the game. The Mustangs have committed 14 fouls, and Berthoud with 3. 54-39. On the right side with the basketball. Here is Young, banking and missing from 5 feet away. He gets it back. He goes up and scores off the glass. Jesse Young now with 6 points in the game and 4 rebounds. 54-41 Fort Morgan. 3 minutes to go from Berthoud. Near the timeline is Carnes on the left wing to Ortega. Guarded closely over there by Wes Sullivan into the game for the first time. In the right corner, Carnes. Rainbow 3 is off the front of the rim. Grabs his long rebound. And the Mustangs will reset the offense. Carnes grabbing a rebound for the first time of the game. Fajardo crossover dribble. Dribbles by 2. Pulls up from 8. In and out. And the ball is tipped around and is rebounded over there by Jesse Young. On the handoff to Peterson. Peterson right side, long 3, and that's an air ball. Out of bounds. Well, I still say that Berthoud has 43 points and not 41, but it doesn't matter if you're down double digits with less than 2.5 to go in the game and a timeout, and we'll take it with them. It's Fort Morgan 54, Berthoud 41 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. It'll be Mustang basketball leading by 13. 54-41. There's the pass into Wesley Carnes. Carnes setting it up near the timeline to Marquez. Guarded closely by Jesse Young. Dribbles by him. Wanted to shoot at the free throw line. Bounce pass inside. Reverse layup is up and missed by Carrillo. And with the basketball is Darren Davidson. On the high left to Peterson. Left corner. Young was open, and he's guarded over there by Carnes. Back out to Peterson. Peterson was tripped up and fouled. Fort Morgan with their 15th foul. On the floor, this was Braden Fajardo with his 2nd. It'll be Davidson to throw it in with 2:03 to go in the game. Lob, left corner, Young, triple. Back rim, no. And the rebound to Fernando Marquez's 4th. Marquez into the front court. Marquez on the right side to Carnes. Fort Morgan's in no hurry to shoot. Up 54-41 with 1:44 to go in the game. Marquez, right wing 3, and he missed it off the back of the rim. And the ball is chased down in the corner by Darren Davidson. Davidson to Peterson, right wing, wide open 3, won't take it. But in the corner, that 3 is an air ball that Marquez grabs it out of the air, and it was missed over there by Sullivan. Fajardo the other way with 1:22 to go. Fajardo is fouled by Peterson, team's 4th. Peterson's 1st. Jonas May back in, who's had a solid second half. May had 8 points in the 3rd quarter. Fajardo to throw it in. Gets it over to Ortega. Bounce pass to Marquez. Fort Morgan doesn't need to shoot. Here on the high left is Carrillo. Back out to Marquez with 1:09 to go. Dribbles left to the lane, into the lane, puts it up, and he misses. Got nothing but glass. Wes Sullivan grabs the rebound for Berthoud, down to 1 minute remaining. Here is Davidson straight away against Fajardo. Left side to May. May against Carnes at the top. Carnes right on top of him. Great defense. Hands it off to Young. Young against Ortega. He forces up a shot, misses, but a foul on Ortega. And Frank commits his 4th. No points tonight for Ortega. This will be Jesse Young to the line to shoot 2 with 47.6 seconds to go. Free throw is short and off to the right. Berthoud is 0 out of 3 from the line in the second half. They're going to remain winless in league play, and that free throw's off the back of the rim. Fajardo grabs unofficially his 9th rebound of the game. Let's see, actually, I've got, I got 9 or 10 for Fajardo. I got to recount there. Carnes all the way, off the glass. No, but he's fouled as he drove to the basket. Wesley to shoot 2. He had the highlight of the game, hitting a shot well beyond half court. Yeah, I'm not sure how long it was, but I said about 60 feet. Off the glass, he just threw it up there. The foul was on Jonas May. That is his 3rd. I think Carnes might have gotten hit in a sensitive area because he's taking time to get to the line. 54-41. Carnes in this game has scored 8 and make it 9. The free throw is in for the junior. Levi McCoy checks in for Fernando Marquez. Lopez is also in for Braden Fajardo. Had a tremendous game tonight. Really good game. Second free throw good. And now Carnes is out of the game, and he's also in double figures tonight with 11. Nope, make it 10. 56-41. Here is Young the other way against McCoy. Won't take that 3. Now the May 3 is up and back rimmed it. Lopez corrals the rebound for Fort Morgan, his 6th. Mustangs can just dribble out the clock here. No need to foul of your Berthoud with 12 seconds to go. Ortega spinning, looking, finds Lopez with 6. Yeah, you don't need to play defense. And then we have a palming violation. Almost a 3-second as well. I'm not sure why even drive to the basket if you're Lopez. You don't want to do that. No reason to try and score when you're up big like that. There's about a 60-footer, and that one is off the right side of the window there, missed by Davidson, and the Fort Morgan Mustangs come away with a victory tonight, 56-41, outscoring Berthoud 10-8 in the fourth quarter. Let's get you quickly to the Mustang post-game show, which is brought to you by Morgan Community College. Here to make your dreams become a reality for all students. That is Morgan Community College. Fort Morgan Mustangs put together a solid second half tonight. Their 9-point lead stretched out to 15, so early a solid game, and they win 56-41. We're just tabulating the totals as we speak. And here we go for the visiting Mustangs. 20 points for Fajardo, 14 for Marquez. Wesley Carnes with 10. 5 in the game for Miles Lopez. Colin Farley with 3 and 2 for Rodrigo Alvarez. 13 points for Jonas May to lead Berthoud. 7 apiece for Alex Peterson, make it Axel Peterson and Reese Stratmeyer. Alex Moonen, Jesse Young with 6 and 2 apiece for Josue Rodriguez and Lawson Dahl. At the free throw line, Fort Morgan 9 out of 11 and Berthoud 1 out of 8, 25%. As for the turnover totals, Berthoud had 12 and the Mustangs had 11 in the game. Rebounding, this is all unofficial. For the Mustangs, they grabbed 36 rebounds, 10 from Fajardo. He had a triple-double, a double-double unofficially, 20 points and 10 rebounds. And Berthoud in the game was able to grab 34 rebounds, 7 of those from Darren Davidson. With a victory, the Mustangs move to 8-7 overall. And in the Longs Peak League, as we update the numbers, they are 3-3 in league play. Berthoud is now 0-5 in the league and 2-13 on the season. Next up for the Mustang teams, back in action coming up on Friday night, 5:30 and 7 from Fort Morgan High School. And they will be opposed by the Mountain Lions of Mountain View. I'm John Beltran. The final scores once again tonight. The Berthoud girls defeat Fort Morgan 70-33, while the Mustang boys emerge victorious over the Berthoud Spartans 56-41 right here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.